Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've been with me for a while, obviously I'm in a very different location. I haven't posted in 2 weeks, so I do just want to give you a quick update on what is going on in my life. If you follow me on Snapchat or Instagram, you probably already know the story, but just in case you don't, I do just want to let you know what's going on because I'm in a bit of a transition period. So this is going to be my background for probably the next 2 weeks. So really quickly, basically 2 weeks ago, it was Canadian Thanksgiving weekend here. We got hit with a very unexpected hurricane. There are actually two storm systems. They collided and boom, we took the brunt of it. No one knew it was coming. It was very unexpected. I think they were calling for like 25 to 50 mils of rain that day. So we knew we'd be getting some rain. We ended up getting 225 millimeters of rain in a very, very short period of time. So I was home with my kids. It was quite scary, I'll be honest. I've lived through a hurricane before. It was mostly like a very windy hurricane in the past. It was back in 2003. A lot of uprooted trees and damage from the wind, but I've never experienced rain like this. There was a lot of wind as well. There's definitely some damage from the wind, some uprooted trees, but the rain is really what destroyed our community basically. So my entire subdivision flooded. Everyone keeps saying like, what could we have done differently? I just don't think there was anything we could have done. The street drain backed up. The water just started coming into the houses through the floor drains. So obviously my filming room was downstairs, and at its worst, the water was actually up to my hips down there. So it was bad. We have my filming room down there. We have my husband's office. We have like a little TV area, my kids' playroom, and just like a little makeshift gym area. It's a decent size downstairs, and it had to be gutted. So that's why I haven't been here for 2 weeks. My husband had to work through most of this, and his job was extra busy due to these events as well. So I'm so grateful for my in-laws. They came over, they took my kids away from the situation, which was my number one concern. And then my father-in-law and I tried to keep the water from rising, which was a losing battle, but eventually it did. And the municipality came, cleared out the street drain, and the water eventually drained on its own. So we ripped up all of the carpet and the underlay. We tore out half the walls, the baseboards. I've learned so much in the past couple weeks because I've never actually gotten my hands really dirty in those sort of situations. Tired and worn out, but you know, in the end, I'm very thankful. We have people downstairs right now. We have contractors who are rebuilding. We were insured for most of the damage, not all of it, but a large chunk. There are people in my community right now who are not receiving any help from insurance, and who have essentially just lost their homes because the only thing salvageable was their ceilings. And so it's a sad situation, and you know, like just the whole community in general just feels a little different right now. Like my son, where he goes to Taekwondo, their building was completely ruined. One of the schools was condemned, I guess. So they're trying to rebuild. My son's school was only closed for 2 days, so his school is still there, but it feels a little bit different right now. But we were very, very fortunate to get a contractor that we were familiar with, that we've worked with before. And he's, like I said, they're downstairs. You may hear hammers and saws and all that kind of stuff. They're rebuilding. It's been 2 weeks. The moisture level is okay again to actually start putting the flooring in. So my hope is that in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I will be back downstairs in my filming room. It's been gutted, so I get to rebuild it, which is really, really fun. I've been pinning like crazy and just you know, trying to figure out how I want to decorate it and how I want it to look. So for now, I'm in my bathroom because I thought the lighting might be best here. And I've got some like holographic fabric behind me. So please bear with me. I'm sorry. It's just life. It happens. Like I said, I'm very thankful that everyone is safe, that we still have a house, that we were able to rebuild. But yeah, it was scary, and that's just the situation. So we did lose quite a bit of stuff that was downstairs. I started dragging as much stuff as I could out when I saw the water was rising quickly. I got all of the electronics out. I got my ring light out, which I actually dropped in the water. So I just turned it back on, and thankfully it's working. I was kind of nervous. But people kept snapping me and asking me about my makeup. I saved most of it. I'm not gonna lie. Some of it some of it I had to throw out. My Alex 9 drawer is gone. Yeah, the water rose above the bottom 2 drawers. So the makeup that was in the bottom 2 drawers, which fortunately wasn't a lot, it's the upper drawers that I kept most of my makeup in. But yeah, I did have to throw some out. I'm not upset about it. I mean, in the end, we're all safe. It's just stuff. It can be replaced. And it's not, in the grand scheme of things, it's not what's important in life. So anyways, thanks for listening to that. That is my update, and let's get on to the video. So for today's video, I am going to be sharing with you guys my recommendations for the VIB sale, which is coming up. Super excited. And this is actually going to be a collab with 2 of my girlfriends here on YouTube. Melanie from Mr. Kong's Mom. You guys probably heard me mention her many, many times. She is just one of my best YouTube friends. We talk every day. She has an amazing channel. Of course, it'll be linked below. I love her. She's just a genuine soul, and she's got amazing taste. So her picks, she tests things out, and she will give you 100% her real opinion. So you know that her picks are going to be like 100% worth your money. I always like to go to her channel and see what I should and shouldn't be spending my money on, because she will break it down for you for real. And then also Lisa Stevens, who I also just adore. She again just has a very kind, sweet heart. She works at Sephora as well, so she has a lot of knowledge about the product. She gets a lot of like training. I love her channel. Of course, it'll be linked below as well. They're both just genuinely amazing people, so please head over to their channels, tell them I sent you, send them some love, and check them out. You know, I'm sure they have amazing recommendations. And what's cool too is that the 3 of us have, you know, like a little bit of different coloring and different skin types, so you're gonna get a variety of recommendations from the 3 of us. So if you're coming from Melanie or Lisa's channel, welcome. I hope you stick around. This is temporary. I will soon be back in my regular filming a location. Well, it's gonna be new, but it's gonna be in the same area that I used to be. Anyway, okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna start with a couple hair care products. Recently, in the past couple months, I have been wearing my hair a little bit shorter, and I have been playing around with more products. So there are a few things that I have 100% fallen in love with. The first is from Living Proof. This is their full root lifting hairspray. It is a body boosting, hair raising, long lasting styling hairspray. This smells amazing, first of all. It's got a little bit of a sweet yet citrusy scent. But what I like to do is just, when my hair is wet, I'll flip my head upside down, spritz a little bit of this in the roots, kind of zhuzh it up a bit, and then I'll blow dry it. And it really does just add a little bit of volume and just gives you a little bit of body. Smells amazing. Like I said, it kind of doubles as a hair perfume, because whenever I wear this, I'm like, oh, what is that? The other hair product that I have just been loving is the Caviar CC Cream 10-in-1 Complete Correction Leave-In Hair Perfector by Alterna. I got a sample of this from Sephora. I think I was showing you guys on Snapchat, and this makes such a difference in my hair. My hair is naturally quite frizzy, and this is probably the only product that I have ever used that's actually smoothed and tamed my hair. I just use a little tiny bit, just a little pump, and just kind of, you know, run it through wet, damp hair. Run it through my hair while it's wet, blow dry it as normal, and it just smooths and gives a little bit of shine. I love it. Again, it does have a nice smell. Not quite as strong as this. It just has kind of like a clean scent, but really like it. Again, it doesn't weigh my hair down. I have tried a lot of products lately, and a lot of them just make my hair limp and, you know, just add too much weight. But this one is amazing, and I highly recommend taking advantage of the 20% off sale. I don't even think I said, like, this is a 20% off sale that's coming up probably the first week of November. That's generally when the sale comes around. I don't have the exact dates, but I think generally the last couple of years, VIB Rouge has been able to shop a couple days beforehand, and then VIB, and they do it twice a year, and it's just basically the only time that you can save money on high-end products like Alterna or Living Proof, or, you know, Becca, whatever brand you want. So definitely a great time to check out Sephora. One last hair product. This is the Dry Bar Sparkling Soda Shine Mist. I lost the top. This is amazing because it's just a very fine mist that you can spray on your hair, and it adds a little bit of shine without making your hair look greasy or, you know, super glossy. It just looks a little more natural, kind of just like healthy. So I love this. It smells just, it has a scent, but a little bit sweet, but kind of just like hairspray. I have gone through a few bottles of this and definitely something that I will repurchase. I'd say mine's probably down to there right now. Just something I use daily and I love it. So if you have a problem with frizz or you just want to kind of add a little bit of shine to your hair, definitely a great one to check out. I do have a couple sort of skincare products. The first, I'm sure you have heard from a lot of people lately, this is the Brazilian Boom Boom Cream or Bum Bum Cream, however you want to say it. Oh my God, there is so much hype around this right now and for very good reason. This smells amazing. It smells like honey and pistachio and just warm coconuts. It smells so good. Best smelling lotion I have ever found, and it is so hydrating. I just have the small size. I picked this up a couple months ago, I think. What is this, like 4 ounces? 2.5 flowing ounces. I think the bigger size is 4 ounces. This is not a cheap product. I think this was like 25 bucks, and I use it sparingly because I love it. I could have easily gone through the whole container by now, but I'm like savoring it. It does help to firm your skin as well. So 20% off is a great time to grab something like this. It's very fast absorbing. It doesn't stick around. It doesn't leave a residue or make your skin feel greasy. It just absorbs and moisturizes, and the scent lingers all day. It's not overpowering. It's just a very subtle, sexy scent, and I love it. So I'm definitely gonna grab the full size of this during VIB sale, and if you've been wondering about it, it's a great time to grab it. Another skincare item, I mentioned this in one of my favorites lately. This is the Embryolisse Creme Concentre. So this is a moisturizer, but I love it because it also doubles as a makeup primer, and it is amazing, especially if you've got dry skin and you want something that's gonna hydrate while it primes your face. Amazing. I just use a little tiny bit. It almost has a cooling effect, I find, when I rub it into my face just feels firm and just like cooled and refreshed. It has a very nice sort of sensation when you apply it, but it just creates this really nice smooth canvas for your makeup. And when I use this, my foundation definitely lasts a little bit longer throughout the day. So it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're moisturizing, you're priming, and I love this. This has been something that has been raved about by makeup artists for years, but I only just recently found out about it. It had amazing reviews on the Sephora website, so definitely glad I picked it up. And if you're looking for a primer or a moisturizer or both, definitely recommend giving this a try. You're probably tired of me talking about this, but the Peter Thomas Roth 24 karat gold Pure Luxury Lift and Firm Prism Cream. This is so pretty. This is not gonna be for everyone. If you're someone who doesn't like a glow, stay away from this. But if you're like me and you like very glowy, dewy looking, illuminated skin, amazing. The bottle itself is just so beautiful. I could just stare at this all day. You can use this in a variety of ways. It's also by Peter Thomas Roth, so it's got clinical skincare ingredients in it as well. The way that I used it today was I mixed just a little tiny bit with the Embryolisse cream, and I used it as a primer and a moisturizer, but it just gave me a little tiny bit of glow as well. You can use it as a straight up primer. You can mix it with your foundation, which I do quite a bit, or you can just use it on the targeted high points of your cheek for a straight up highlighter. It is absolutely amusing. It's absolutely amazing. It's not a super cheap product, but it's a product that's gonna last you quite a while. You only need a little tiny bit. A little bit goes such a long way. And it's one of those multi-purpose products that you can use for so many different things that I think it's definitely worth testing out if you are into illumination. And again, 20% off is a great time to try some of the higher end products that you might not get a discount on throughout the rest of the year. I do have one more primer, and again, this is more of a glowy one. This is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. You can probably see mine has been scraped just about empty. I need to get my spatty in there and scoop out the rest, but it's almost gone. I use this daily for the last 3 or 4 months. I love it. I just use a little tiny bit, put it all over my face as a primer, and then I will add my foundation on top, and it just gives you this kind of lit from within glow. It peeks through your foundation just a little bit, and it adds a glow without making you look greasy or oily. It looks natural. It's probably the most natural illuminating primer that I have found. You can use it on the high points of your cheek as well, but I've never really used it for that as much. I just used it as a primer. It definitely extended the wear of my makeup and just gave it that extra boost of luminosity that I love. So highly, highly recommend. So for foundation, pretty much the only foundation I have been reaching for the past year has been my Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I am the shade Nude. I have it on my skin today. I did mix some of the Prism Cream with the Embryolisse the Creme Concentre, so that may be kind of giving this an extra glowy effect. It does a really nice job of just perfecting. It doesn't look cakey. It looks very natural. You can definitely build it up to more of a medium coverage. It's not full coverage, but definitely a medium coverage. But if you're looking for a really great foundation just for every day, this is oil-free, and it's just been doing amazing things for me, so I definitely recommend checking this one out. I do have a face palette that, again, I have talked about several times, but I just reach for this so much. This is the Makeup Forever, what is this even called? Pro Sculpting palette, and they do have a couple different shades available. This is shade number 20. It's the lighter. I think there's 2 or 3 to choose from, but this is the lightest. So you get a really beautiful blush, you get a highlighter, you get a really beautiful kind of mid-tone bronzer, and then you also get this white kind of creamy brightening agent, which I like to use under my eyes. Today I am using the highlighter. I also used the, I'm sorry you guys, the workers are downstairs and he's just barking at them. And I also used the highlighter. Now you could use this top shade as a highlighter as well, but it's a little more stark and looks a little less natural, whereas this one has a little more of a sheer effect, but it does have just a little bit of shimmer as well. I love this. I love every single one of these products. I use them so often. A little bit goes a long way, and they just have the most beautiful creamy consistency. I'm very picky about cream bronzers and cream blushes, and these are just amazing. They are like the cream of the crop, and this set is just, it's amazing. I think it's luxurious, and again, for 20% off, just a great time to pick it up. Hey, while we were talking about cream blushes, this guy, I got this in the Sephora Favorites Glow All The Way kit. That kit in general, I would highly recommend picking up if you can still get it, if it's available. I loved every single thing in that kit. So this I had never heard of. It's the Glow Subtle. It's the Glow Subtle Silky Cream Highlighter in Glowing Lights, number 06. Now, this is a little bit deep for me to use as a highlighter. I've been using it as a blush. I have it on my cheeks today. Since I got this, it is the only blush I have been using, and that's not a lie. When the flood happened, I just started throwing as much makeup as I could in a Rubbermaid container, getting it out of the, flooded area. And then I just grabbed a few things and I've kept them here and I've been using them over and over again. And this is one of those items. So I love this because I think it would be so amazing for a variety of skin tones. If you're on the lighter side like me, you can use it as a blush. If you have a deeper skin tone, you could definitely use this as a highlighter. It gives you the most beautiful glow, and it just looks so pretty. I absolutely love this. It blends into the skin effortlessly, just kind of melts in, gives you that like lit from within look, and it lasts all day. So I had never heard of this before, but man, do I love it. No shocker if you saw my review on these, the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. You guys, these are the most intense highlight I have ever used. I have a whole review on these. I just put a little bit on my hand here and blend it out. Okay, I put way too much. I mean, look at that. A little goes a very long way. You need the tiniest, littlest drop of this. I mean, just a dab, just a tiny dab. You can use this in so many different ways. Again, you can just put it directly on your cheekbones. You can mix it with your foundation. You can mix it with your primer or your moisturizer. You can use it all over your body. It is so pigmented, so illuminating, and just so beautiful. So this is the shade Celestial. It's my favorite of the two. It's a little bit more pinky. Sorry, the two that I have. It's the one that I brought up here to show you guys, but they do have a variety of colors. These are long wearing. They're just, I don't have anything else like them. I have nothing to compare these to. I know they're not going to be for everyone. If you don't want a beaming bright highlight, maybe not for you, although you can, tone them down a little bit by mixing them with other products. But if you are looking for that like intense glow, there's nothing like these. There's just nothing like these. They're so good. Okay, of course we have to talk about eyeshadows. I have a feeling I mentioned this during the last VIB sale recommendation video that I did, but I can't help it. I need to mention it again. This is the Makeup Forever Palace 9 Artist Shadow, and this is the neutral one. You get 9 shades here. I wear the heck out of this. It doesn't have, well, it does have one matte, but it's a black. I generally will reach for another matte brown, throw it in the crease, use a mixture of these on my lids, and then I line my eye with this matte black. Don't think this one gets enough attention. I don't think it's talked about enough. It's amazing, and I can't say enough good things about it. It is amazing, and you should pick it up. I wanted to throw in a couple of my favorite single shadows. These are Burberry, and they're pricey once again, but I think, you know, a good time to talk about these is now because it's time when you can get 20% off. So it's a good time to try luxury products if you want to. This is my favorite of the bunch. It's called Shell, and it's just the most amazing kind of champagne color. You can use these wet or dry. They blend beautifully. They have this kind of luminescence to them, and they just make your eyes look bigger and brighter. I also have the shade Nude, which is a beautiful brown. This is a beautiful one shadow. I like to just put this all over the lid, blend it a little into the crease, throw in some mascara, and that's it. These are amazing. The last shadow that I wanted to mention is probably not gonna be for everyone, but I love them. So I had to throw it in my recommendations. NUDESTIX. I feel like people either love these or hate these, and I'm on the love them team. So the color I have here is called Lilith, and I really like a creamy shadow stick, but I'm a little particular about them. I have nowhere left to swatch. Can I swatch here? I'll insert a photo. They're just great for every day. They come in really cute tins. They come with sharpeners, so easy to use, easy to maintain. I just throw this all over my eyelid, sometimes just with mascara. Sometimes I'll throw a little matte brown in the crease. It's natural, but it makes you look polished. These are creamy, they're long wearing, they're just easy to apply directly from the pencil, and I love them. I want more of them. I want the entire range of them. I think I have 3 or 4 of them, but Lilith is my favorite because I'm kind of a champagne freak when it comes to eyeshadows, but definitely if you're into cream eyeshadows, these are the best ones that I have tried so far, and I love them. Let's talk about a lip gloss, and yes, I only picked one. I will say, the brunt of the products that I lost during the flood were lip products. So I am a little, I don't have all of my lip products that I once did. So I am going to be repurchasing some more during the sale. But thankfully this guy was in my purse, so it's fine. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Gloss. I'm not a huge fan of the liquid lipsticks from Anastasia. I've tried several times to wear them. I can't love them. I just don't. Some people do. I'm not one of them. This is the shade Vintage though, and I've had it on my lips for a while, so touch it up. These are so super opaque. They're long wearing. They're just tacky enough to stick on your lips and have that staying power without being uncomfortable. They're not sticky. You can eat with these, you can drink with these, and they'll still stick around, but they're just so pigmented and they have the most beautiful shine. If you're a gloss girl like me, definitely try the Anastasia glosses. I have a few more on my wish list that I definitely want to try as well. Last but not least, I do want to recommend a mascara. It's been my favorite mascara for probably 2 years now. I just haven't found anything else that compares. It is, you know, a pricier mascara compared to drugstores, but this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and this is like basically the only mascara that actually gives me lashes. I do not have very long or very thick lashes naturally. I usually wear false lashes. I have half lashes on today, but this just plumps them up, it volumizes. It's like a little bit clumpy, but in a way that I like. You know, it's not like super clumpy. It doesn't give you like crazy spider lashes, but it just gives you like volume, length, and I haven't found anything else that I love as much as this mascara, and I will repurchase it over and over again. So if you're looking to spend, you know, like 30 bucks Canadian and a high-end mascara, try this one. I got my aunt to try it, and she was always like a drugstore mascara girl, and now she's like, I can't go back. It's such a good one, and again, 20% off. But that is basically it for my recommendations video. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sticking with me. I gotta be honest with you guys, I don't think my schedule will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the next 2.5 weeks. As soon as I get back into my new filming room, which I will do like a whole like tour of when I get it all up and running. I'm super excited. I'm just trying to plan out kind of like my dream makeup room and make it happen as much as possible. So I'm really excited to share it with you when it finally comes together. But for now, this is where I will be. I really do appreciate you guys watching. I hope you found this helpful. Please head over to Melanie and Lisa's channels. Thank you so much, girls, for including me in your collab. I love both of you and I can't wait to watch your videos. But definitely give them some love. They are amazing ladies. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Take care of each other and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.